Once upon a time, in the heart of an African village nestled beneath the shade of towering baobab trees, there lived two brothers, Kofi and Kwame. They were the sons of a respected elder, raised with love and taught the values of unity and compassion. Kofi, the elder brother, possessed a gentle spirit and a generous heart. He was beloved by all who knew him for his kindness and willingness to lend a helping hand. Kwame, on the other hand, nursed the seed of envy within him, resentful of his brother's popularity and the admiration he garnered from their community. As the years passed, Kwame's jealousy festered and grew, consuming him with a desire for power and wealth. Unable to bear living in his brother's shadow any longer, he hatched a sinister plan to rid himself of Kofi and claim his possessions as his own. Under the cloak of night, Kwame crept into his brother's humble abode, his steps muffled by the cloak of darkness. With a pillow clenched tightly in his grasp, he approached Kofi's slumbering form, his heart heavy with treachery and malice. Gazing upon his brother's peaceful countenance, Kwame's resolve faltered for a moment, but the flames of jealousy burned bright within him, driving him to carry out his sinister plan. With a swift and merciless motion, Kwame pressed the pillow down upon Kofi's unsuspecting face, muffling his brother's cries for help as the air was slowly suffocated from his lungs. In the stillness of the night, Kofi's life slipped away, stolen by the hand of his own flesh and blood. With Kofi gone, Kwame wasted no time in seizing control of his brother's assets, believing himself to be the rightful heir to all that Kofi had owned. But his thirst for power knew no bounds, and he set his sights on eliminating any obstacles that stood in his way, including Kofi's wife, Amma, and their children. Driven by fear and desperation, Amma and her children fled into the night, seeking refuge from Kwame's wrath. Alone and vulnerable, they wandered the wilderness, their hearts heavy with grief and uncertainty, unsure of where to turn or whom to trust. But even in their darkest hour, the hand of fate guided them to safety, leading them to the doorstep of a neighboring village whose inhabitants welcomed them with open arms. Moved by their plight, the villagers offered their support and protection, vowing to stand by them in their time of need. Meanwhile, news of Kofi's untimely demise spread like wildfire throughout the land, reaching the ears of the village elders who were appalled by the heinous act committed by Kwame. Determined to uphold the principles of justice and righteousness, they convened a council to pass judgment upon him. In a solemn ceremony attended by the entire village, Kwame was brought before the council and accused of fratricide, a crime punishable by the severest of penalties. Despite his protest and pleas for mercy, Kwame was found guilty of his crimes and sentenced to exile, banished from the village and stripped of his ill-gotten gains. As for Amma and her children, their resilience and the unwavering support of their newfound community proved to be their salvation. With the help of their neighbors, they rebuilt their lives from the ashes of despair, their spirits unbroken and their hearts filled with hope for the future. And so, in the end, justice prevailed, and goodness triumphed over evil in the heart of the African village. Though the scars of betrayal may never fully heal, the bonds of love and solidarity forged among its people served as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit.